Good afternoon. Today I'm going to work on cutting back some perennials that really need it. I've left them up a little bit too long probably for the birds to eat the seeds, but there is already a second flush beginning, so I know that there will be time for another whole stalk and flower to grow out on specifically the catmint. The birds just love the catmint. So that I'm going to cut back, and then if I have time and energy, I'm a little low energy because of being sick last week. So if I have energy left, I'm going to plant some ferns that I've gathered for an area far on the other side of the property. And hopefully just a full shade area over there, and I have some other ferns and just want to kind of beef up the ferns in that area and make it a little more of a, you know, the fern feel. It doesn't make any sense, but that's what I'm doing. I kind of tend to organize my garden, break it into smaller gardens, and then as you pass from one space to the next, you'll notice a change in the colors and a change in the structure of the plants and the texture of the plants, and you know, using shade and sun areas to really create completely different feels in gardens. So I'm gonna go get to that, and that's it. I'm gonna go get to it. This is the catmint in question. As you can see, most of it is already completely dry and brown, and the birds have come and taken all the seeds out. But then there are some new flowers coming, and so I'm going to take off all this whole dead layer out here, and there's another one down there. I'm going to do that too. I'm trying to think, there's yet another bunch of them way in the back. And it's so foggy right now, it almost looks like it's drizzling. So it's wonderful, cool weather. And I'm thinking I might take out these, or cut back anyway, these gladiolas, because they're just so afflicted with the rust that I don't know if they're getting in, you know, any nutrients, sun, or anything that they need to try to come back next year. So I may just cut my losses and cut those down to the ground, see if they can come back next year. And I'm letting these dahlias over here go to seed, so that's why there's some really ugly looking ones here. So dahlias, after they bloom out, they drop their petals, and then they start to close back over and if you can squeeze liquid out of them, these petals, you can see it. This is nowhere near ready, but if you can squeeze liquid out of them, then they're not ready to be dried for seed. So there's another one here. So this is the Tyrell dahlia. I'm going to try to gather some seed from it, and seed doesn't come back true. It'll be a hybrid of that dahlia and other dahlias that the bees have gone, and it'll be a cross-pollination. And then, yeah, see, like, look at these gladiolas. They're terrible. So this whole side was kind of a fail. Of course, the catmint's always wonderful. But aside from the pelargonium, which did wonderfully, the dahlias, and the catmint, the gladiolas didn't do well over here. So maybe I'm hoping they come back in the spring with new life after a couple good frosts kill off all the fungus that's growing here. And then the other thing I kind of need to come and tame a little bit, you know, this is a path. So this pelargonium, peppermint pelargonium, could be cut back quite a bit. And then this is a lemon verbena. And I love lemon verbena. It smells amazing. And it looks like this really tiny, unassuming plant when you get it at the nursery. You know, it'll be 6 inches tall. And then it grows into this giant, kind of monstrous thing. This is a second year lemon verbena. It's 8 feet tall. And they do kind of drape their branches are heavier on the ends, and so they kind of drape down. So I might try to just kind of clean it up a little bit right through here. Oh yeah, there's another catnip back there, and maybe it's cold enough now I can carefully cut that one back and not get bitten by a snake. So that's the order of the day, at least starting on this side. And if I get to the ferns, I get to the ferns. If not, I'll just work on this side. This is a peppermint, not peppermint, pineapple mint. And it's not looking very happy. There's some flower, but you know, a lot of it just looks really dead and brown. So I think I'll cut that back because there's new growth coming at the bottom as well. So see how far I can get on that, how much energy I have. I'm thinking I'll leave this bunch of mint. There's a ton of mint along here. 3 or 4 different types of mint. Ginger mint, chocolate mint, strawberry mint, maybe. And it's pretty much bloomed out. The birds also enjoy these seeds from this, but then there's none left in there. So we'll see. This whole area really needs to have a big cut back, including hedge trimming back this fuchsia here. But I see hummingbirds on it every day, so it's kind of hard to cut back when there still are flowers on it and the birds are still coming to it, even though it doesn't look great. So this whole side of the yard just looks terrible to me, but you know, we're in fall. It's too late to plant anything new here, really. That'll nothing by seed will start germinate warm enough. Can't do, you know, collards like kales and decorative things like that because the bunnies will just come eat them. But I can at least get it tidied up. Well, I got to about here cleaning up the other day, and it was 2 days ago now, and I took a break and then life got really busy again. So I didn't continue to clean up this whole area, which was my plan. But today I just got a delivery from Heirloom Roses, so I want to go open that, get those planted. So I'm going to pivot completely from cleaning up perennials to planting plants, and I may as well, while I'm planting, get those ferns that I wanted to get planted, and I'm just going to see what else. I have a lot of odds and ends that like one plant needs to go in this area and one plant needs to go in this area. So a lot of running around the yard, but I'm going to try to group it in one zone of my garden and go get to that. Okay, and the Heirloom Roses box. It's the first time I've ordered from them. pretty cool. So they come as not quite bare root, small plants. Okay. This one is the stainless steel. Photo up. This one is Blue Girl. These are all purple roses. And this one is Blue Moon. So they're all trimmed and ready to plant. So I'm gonna go get them planted. So this one is Blue Moon, and it is the shortest one. It is 3 feet tall by 3 feet wide. So I thought I'd put it here. It won't quite hit the path. It's right on top of a dahlia that I put there that I'm not sure if it's going to come back or not. So I might move the dahlia a little bit to the right. So I have room for the rose. This one is the stainless steel, and it gets 5 to 7 feet tall and 3 feet wide, so, or 4 feet wide. So I'm going to put it kind of back in that area there. So this is a very shady area of my garden. I walk by it every day, but I don't usually include it in videos because it's pretty, but it's just green, except for the blue bucket. That's a mosquito bucket. But I've put some ferns in here over the years, and I had one here that died, so I want to replace that one. And I think I can pop another one along this edge here, maybe. And this area here, it's underneath a Monterey cypress and a eucalyptus. So I've tried heuchera in here, I've tried lily of the valley in here, and nothing really seems to go. The water just gets so taken by all the other things that even though I have drip line running through here, it and I have, you know, 1/4 inch drip running through here, and it's just dry as a bone. So I might switch out that 1/4 inch for a coil of 1/2 inch, see if that'll help this area. And I have 4 ferns to plant, so I probably will do 2 over here on this side here. I have some hardy geranium, fortnight lily. This is a sugar bush, it's not doing very well, and some other heucheras, and then the ivy just fills in everywhere. These are pomegranates that are never ever going to have any fruit on them because they're in the shade. The blue waterfall campanula does well here, but this area needs more water, so I'll probably put 2 of the ferns down here and 2 on this side over here. This is easy, there's already an irrigation line there, and there is a supply line through here. I just have to come off it with a 1/2 inch, I think, instead of the 1/4 inch. It's just not getting it enough water. I use a T to connect to my supply line and a figure 8 to end the 1/2 inch drip. So I have 2 each of these. I got them on sale, $5 each. And they had a lot of dead around the bottom, but the tops are beautiful. So this one is a silver lady tree fern. Says it will get 3 feet high, 2 feet wide shade. So I thought that was a really pretty structure for a fern. And then this one is a lace fern. 1 to 2 feet high by 1 to 2 feet wide. So this one's kind of a shorter fern, and then this one's going to be a little taller. So I'm just going to put 1 of each in this area and 1 of each along the side. Well, I did it. I got the ferns planted, I got the roses planted, everything has irrigation to it, and I got more irrigation to this area here that's been suffering under the multiple layers of trees that have low roots. So I hope that the heuchera that are here will do better now. And it's nice to be back out in the yard working after being sick for a week. So thank you for joining me. I'll catch up with you next time. Bye-bye.